No, they don't. And we have friends that we put onto crypto, and their hands are weak.
Oh
We have a
God.
friend that
Yeah.
sold everything because Keith
Because of Keith.
because Keith
All right. Is Keith still on?
because Keith shit posted something on Twitter.
Listen, I got to say something here.
Tell the story.
Only if you tell your story,
Which story?
your wallet story.
All right, I'm next.
All right, would you tell that story? All right, check it out.
I'll tell that.
Here's the thing. God love Keith Smith. Deanna, you know Keith.
Yeah, he's amazing.
To know Keith is to love Keith. To love Keith is to know Keith. He is brilliant. He is the one who introduced me to Nexus 3 years ago. I didn't listen to him. So pretty much anything he says now, I make sure to pay attention to it. But that being said, Keith is also King Troll. I hope that he is still watching right now. Keith, if you're there. Or Rhea, if you're watching, go grab Keith so he can hear what he did. But on a given basis, on a given day, Keith will say 10 real statements on Twitter and then 10 bullshit statements on Twitter. Usually, and the best way to tell usually is if he spells Bitcoin, Bitcorn. And that's an easy way to tell. He's not being sincere when he uses the term Bitcorn, obviously. But what Keith did the other day was Keith posted, much like he does many a time, well, looks like the crypto market is dying. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but everybody needs to sell all of their crypto right now. Now, obviously, somebody who knows Keith as well as I know Keith, and pretty much anybody who's come into contact with Keith at some point in time will realize that he is trolling and trolls be trolling, and that was a troll move. Nobody knows exactly why he does it. Is it just to give himself some sick pleasure in finding stupid people to believe in these nonsensical statements in which he posts on his Twitter ambiguously? No. Is it even worse? Is it that he is trying to drive down a market that has a lot of people with weak hands who hear somebody who is as brilliant as Keith, who's been in cryptocurrency as long as Keith, say something like this and actually believe him and take him at his word and then sell for an 80% loss all of their cryptocurrency because of one tweet?
Why? Why would you do that?
And why would you not listen to me when I immediately say to you, Keith is a troll.
King Troll.
King Troll. I showed then a tweet that he had said 10 minutes later, which was, I'm really bullish on library, bro, or whatever it is, library card, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't real. But rest in peace to Sal.
Hashtag weekends.
Weekends.
Aw, sorry, Sal.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
I wasn't going to say his name, but
I got to switch out
hashtag weekends.
Hashtag weekends.
I mean, and it's a true story that just happened the other day. And I mean, constantly, I'm using Keith as an example. I'm like, oh, Keith, he was so on the money. Everything he always said was right on the money. And I should have listened to him in 2014 when he first told me about Nexus and I didn't, and now I listen to him. And then they come back, and this happens with everybody. Greg sends it to me. Mm-hmm. Everybody else send me just a screenshot of Keith's latest tweet, and it's like, gonna sell all my Bitcoin to buy Venezuelan dollars because this is the future. I'm like, that's not real. Don't believe him when he says that.
Well, the fact that you have to point that out is the sad part.
Right. Well, I mean,
which is why we have sad music.
But then, like, he'll post that pigeon everywhere, and then you're like, oh, he's just fucking around. Well, he's posting a pigeon. But then you hear him post something. I can't believe it. This is what he said, though. I can't believe I'm about to say this, guys. But I think everybody needs to sell all their crypto right now.
And then Sal goes, I'm out.
I'm out. That was it. He texted me. I'm out.
Damn it. He should have posted, send all your crypto to Deanna.
Well, for real, give
Keith,
it away.
If you're still listening, if you could post that, Deanna's requested your next post
I think,
Bitcoin. I mean, he's got to know that that's going to happen. I mean, he thinks it's funny. We all think it's funny, but when it happens to somebody you know and you care about, it just pisses you off.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, I'm not pissed at Keith. I'm pissed at Sal.
No, yeah, of course. But you know what? The market is filled with people like this, though.